Boy, it's been a really wonderful night. I've met so many interesting and fun people, the folks at our table, but also the professors at JP Catholic. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here this evening with the opportunity to share a bit of my family story with you and the immeasurable importance of JP Catholic in the life of our family. My connection to JP Catholic is deeply personal, and it began with joyful surprise. So after years of shopping from large evangelical congregations to small ones, even serving as a youth minister and earning a master's degree in theology, my wife Bethany and I finally came home. We entered the Catholic Church nearly 12 years ago. We longed for our 3 boys. I'll take an applause on that. Not for myself, but we were really pleased to be in the church. And we longed for our 3 boys to experience that same fullness of truth and faith. When our oldest, Taylor, was choosing a college, he dreamed of screenwriting. He was going to be a screenwriter. This boy was very into movies. Like, I think he had just a huge library of films. And I searched for a private, conservative Catholic school that nurtured creativity while rooting it in faith. Then I was so surprised to learn that right in my hometown of Escondido, that hometown that I grew up in, there was a university exactly what we were looking for, a faithful place focused on art, business, and humanities, and impacting culture for Christ. I hope it is not too presumptuous, but I really believe that this was divine providence, that we were moving back from Temecula to Escondido, and Taylor would be attending JP Catholic University. Taylor started his journey at JP Catholic. He didn't become a screenwriter. He's thriving in the field of education now, but through church history classes and encountering the saints, he converted to Catholicism within his first year at JP Catholic. And I've heard some names tonight of professors. Those folks were instrumental in his conversion. Even more, he found his wife, Carissa, from New Mexico. She came out to California because there was a very generous scholarship that the university offered her to be here, and he found her right there on campus. Today, they have 3 baptized and beautiful children, our grandchildren, with a 4th on the way this summer. And praise God that all 3 of our boys are Catholic, and the legacy of faith continues into the next generation, a gift beyond words. Our youngest, Alec, also attended JP Catholic. So for 6 consecutive years, we had at least one son on campus. In many ways, our home became a second home for students, their friends that they met there, those folks that they really connected with. We hosted dinners and get-togethers and celebrated holidays with kids who were too far away from their own families to return home. There was plenty of laughter and good times. Bethany and I fed so many young people over those 6 years. We scrubbed a lot of dishes too, because college students, they still don't always get that. Like, you gotta clean up afterwards, but we were okay with it. We witnessed relationships grow and faith blossom in our home. It was pure joy. Our house even became a filming location. There would be 30 plus students. I even remember one night when kids were up on the roof filming from the top. I'm sure that OSHA did not approve of what was going on in our homes with this filming, but we had lights, we had cameras, we had boom mics, we have actors and actresses, producers, and we always knew who the director was. That person, he or she, was in charge of everything that went on. And JP Catholic reminded us that our home has never really been, nor will ever be our home, yet it is the Lord's, and it was so good to see it be used for something of such value. And this happened a lot, and it was really cool to see these kids connecting and doing something really productive and important. So during Alec's time as a student, he founded the Brothers of the Fiat, a brotherhood devoted to beautiful liturgy at Mass and spurring young men towards Christ as they pursue their vocations. Now, I got to tell the story. This wasn't in the script, but I remember one time Alec was really upset because he had to use electronic candles in the liturgy, and he wanted to use real candles. So he thought it would be a great idea to call the fire department and inquire about candles being used in Mass. So he got a talking to about that, because no university wants the fire department coming in to do an inspection. And he learned a lot in that process too. But I remember Alec sharing how an alumnus told him the brothers was the first time he developed daily discipline in prayer, study, and also physical conditioning, a true turning point in his life. Alec's leadership touched many, including himself. He entered St. Michael's Abbey with the Norbertines to discern the priesthood. After 2 years of deep and deliberate focus, and he was focused there, he did discern out, but Bethany and I trust God used that time profoundly. Alec is on a grand adventure, forever formed by seeds planted at JPCatholic University. And then there's our middle son, Evan. What a blessing he is. Born with Down syndrome, he's 26 now. He doesn't have necessarily the capacity for a college degree, God bless him, but JP Catholic's distinct Christian instinct to welcome everyone, especially under President Dr. Derry Conley's leadership, opened doors. With Bethany's support, my lovely wife, Evan took a few film classes, so she sat there with Evan and supported him. It was wonderful. It enriched him and blessed his classmates. They grew in compassion, joy, and seeing Christ in every person. With religious fervor, Evan posts almost every day these incredibly creative and imaginative videos, and he learned some of these techniques at JP Catholic University. He's quite a character. He has a YouTube channel, but I think when you type in Evan Williams, it always goes to the whiskey. So you got to kind of look a little bit. So I wanted to share this too, as I begin to close here. A JP Catholic alumnus, Simon Michael, created a beautiful 23-minute documentary about Evan's life called Dance and Drum: Life with an Extra Chromosome. It's available on YouTube. It's a wonderful film. The title stems from Taylor's innocent mispronunciation of Down syndrome as dance and drum. What began as a child's mix-up has become a perfect festive depiction of our life with Evan, full of enthusiasm, rhythm, joy, and celebration. It's been a wonderful life with him, and we're looking forward to so many more years. But the film captures that redemptive beauty so well. This was also a student at JP Catholic doing something that was beautiful and good. So friends, because I've met some tonight, so I say that with all authenticity, this is what impacting culture for Christ truly means. Forming souls through conversions like Taylor's, brotherhoods like Alec's, radical welcome like Evan's, and now through marriages and families like Taylor and Chrissa that pass on the faith to their own children. It's producing art and media that bring truth, goodness, and beauty into the world, just as the school's patron, St. John Paul II, called artists to do. So our family is deeply appreciative of JP Catholic. It has really made a profound difference in our life. We look forward to continuing to partner with the school in whatever ways that we're able to do. And we're thankful to be here tonight to share our story. So thank you so much.